What's up, Internet? My name is Nerdy.
And I'm Claroos.
And this is Chapter 2 of the third season of Mandalorian, called Chapter 18, because they don't put the titles on them until like a day later.
Yeah, I honestly don't really get it, but sure.
Yeah. It might be a spoiler. But then I don't know why you would name a chapter after a spoiler. I don't know. I've never understood it. What I do understand is that I'm excited because the episode 1 set up a lot of things for Din to accomplish this season, and I'm wondering which of them he's going to tackle first.
It seems to be this droid.
Yeah, the memory core seems to be the most like pressing thing, right?
Yeah. He's very like set on this droid, so...
All right, shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
If you want to see that full-length reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. If you don't, stay here because the video is about to begin and you haven't watched it yet. And you should maybe like it as well. And maybe subscribe. I don't know. Do whatever you want.
There's nothing left.
See, what's weird is that line intimates to me that this episode is going to be about going to Mandalore.
Yeah.
That wasn't the previously on of IG-11 or 88. Why can't I oh my god. The two IGs, I can never remember which one's which.
It's fine. Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, that was very much like, we're going to Mandalore. Which I
No,
don't
we're
think
not,
we're
kids! Let's go!
I should charge you more, considering now I gotta work boom to Eve. Yeah, me? You know, I do have a life. Big holiday. I have big plans.
So many Jawas today.
Yeah.
Is he gone? Right, let's get this thing back together again. Quickly, before he sees you. Go, 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 go.
God.
She would.
Yeah.
In season 1, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about her, and now I get excited every time she shows up.
Yeah. She's a staple of the show.
Oh, they kept her missing tooth. That's cute.
So, where's my guy?
Jesus Christ.
Memory circuit. Sorry.
That was so weird.
Nope.
I need my droid fixed now.
Which is why I think you should buy this beauty here.
Poor R5.
I'm going to Mandalore. I need a droid that can explore ahead of me and test the atmosphere. Make sure it's safe to breathe.
Okay, well...
No.
This R5 astromech is built for adventure.
He's like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, no thank you.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you this for half the price and throw in a free oil bath.
Wait, he went for it?
Come on now, don't be a coward. You're an astromech. Act like one.
What is happening?
The circuitry is a little fragile.
I thought you said it was built for adventure.
This is like
This is a terrible
when you're playing
idea.
D&D and one of the players is like, I convinced the shop owner to give us his store for free. And then they roll a natural 20 and so it works. And the DM's like, fine, whatever, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You ready for an adventure?
Din just got charisma'd out of his own adventure.
I guess, yeah. I don't know what...
Oh, we're going straight
We
to
are.
the... That's why they don't put the title on it. We're going to the Mines of Mandalore.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wow.
Remember all that time we spent on that IG stuff? Don't worry about it.
Don't
Doesn't
worry.
matter.
Yeah, it's all good.
It was once green and beautiful. Back when the songs were written.
Back when the songs were written? Banger line.
And that's Kalevala, where we visited Bo-Katan.
Oh, this is so sweet. I just want to sit in Pedro Pascal's lap and have him explain things to me. I know I'm too
How
big
much?
for that.
How much? This is going well.
It's going about as well as any time anyone lands on any planet in Star Wars.
That is a true point, actually.
Whether it's the Mantis trying to land on Zepho or Grogu landing on Dagobah. Wow. Oh, it's so horrifying.
Looks like the fusion bombs from the Purge disrupted the magnetic field around the planet. Down here, we're completely cut off from the rest of the galaxy.
Oh my god, it's just awful, but like so beautifully rendered, you know?
Yeah. They did a good job.
R5, you ready? I'm gonna need you to scout ahead and analyze the atmosphere. It wasn't a question.
It's like, no, dude, fuck that.
No.
Take an air sample of the ruins below.
I cannot believe that after 40 years, R5 is finally going on an adventure. This is cool.
Reluctantly going on an adventure.
Very reluctantly.
R5, come in. Do you read me?
Everything's great. This is going well.
So well.
I'll pressurize my helmet. Seal yourself in your pod. Be right back.
Wait, didn't they get rid of his pod? For the droid space?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where the lid for it
no,
is.
there must be a spot for his pram, right?
Like, the whole cockpit was, like,
Don't worry,
open.
kid. I'll be right back.
And Grogu's in there. So if the air was dangerous...
Star Wars magic. Oh, he's so cute. I bet Molly lost her shit at that sad Grogu moment.
Yes.
Oh, fuck, this is cool! Oh,
my
shit!
God.
What the fuck? Oh, God, I love Star Wars. God, he is terrible with that thing. Oh, wow. R5 was on an adventure for all of 20 steps.
I know.
The charts were wrong. The atmosphere is breathable.
Let's go!
Mandalore is not cursed.
All right.
Cool.
I love that Din wields the Darksaber like a video game character who picked up a level 20 item when he's level 5.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can carry it, but like, you're over encumbered.
Can't really use it, yeah.
In this quiet moment, I'd like to remind you, our new Narg beanies are in the store, so, you know, if you want one, they're cute.
They're pretty cute.
This is my Grogu. He's my baby.
I also love that, like, you know, he just, like, barely beat off, like, 4 assailants.
You can't say it like that.
I guess we're on our own from here.
Alright. Whatever. He barely survived 4 assailants.
That's so much better. There were 3 of them, I think.
No, the first one he, like, kicked off right away, I thought. I don't know, 3 or 4.
You
like,
cannot say he barely beat off 4 assailants.
Why?
Because that means that he...
No, it doesn't. And I love that he's like, I'm just going to take Grogu with me, even though I know there's, like, very dangerous creatures on this planet.
Grogu knocked out a Rancor by waving its hand.
Oh, okay.
I would take Grogu with me everywhere. According to Jon Favreau, Grogu has 2 years of training with Luke Skywalker under his belt at this point, so...
Yeah.
These
Apparently.
waters should flow down to the mines and the living waters within.
That's fucking rad.
It's Florida.
You're on a streak today. The IG stuff from the pilot feels so weird now.
I know.
I'm sure it'll all make sense once we see the whole season. But it feels like they spent so much time on that for...
Yeah, it felt like we were going like this, and then we went... I was like, okay.
Dad? The fuck? Oh!
What?
That shit was crazy.
It eats Mandalorians.
We're now in a Clank mission. It's what I call anytime, you know, like Ratchet and Clank. Eventually you get the like mission where you are only Clank.
Right.
Every video game has it. What is it? It seems smarter than the things that were upstairs, right? Oh. Oh, what the fuck?
I don't know.
I love it. It's like, what if General Grievous was a Necron from Warhammer? Is Grogu about to wield the Darksaber?
Oh my god. No. He can barely bring his hands together.
No, not with his hands, with the Force. He just is like, do.
That would be very funny.
They really upped the design element for season 3.
Yeah.
Between like the alien makeup looks so clean.
Yeah.
A lot of the new creatures, like even the ones up top, they looked so cool. This thing looks fucking like, I hate it, but I love how much I hate it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh my god, watching him try and like get around is so funny to me.
See, this is why you bring Grogu.
Get to Bo-Katan.
I really hope Grogu was paying attention when he pointed out that planet on the map.
Yeah. Jesus, what the hell?
It's got wings!
Dragons!
It's cute little nightmare dragons. They kind of spelled that in the trailer, but it's a good beat. Grogu, you're a Jedi now! Let's go!
I cannot.
Oh my god!
Okay.
The dragon is kind of cute though. It's like a little alligator dragon.
I know.
I'm into it.
Did he leave his pod behind?
No, I think it like scoops up into the bottom of the ship.
Oh, okay.
An unscheduled visitor.
She's like, this boy will not leave me alone.
Yeah.
She looks amazing for like 65.
I know, right? Rude. Fucking rude.
To be fair, Katie Sackhoff has not aged since season 1 of Battlestar Galactica.
I want to be left alone.
What happened to him?
Oh, yes! I love that shit.
I want to be left alone, but also, you know, like, I got you back.
No, he made it to Mandalore.
Yeah.
I wish we could have seen that moment where she finds out that it's Mandalore, but... That's her home. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Always look like this.
I can't imagine, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck. That made me tear up.
Okay, kid. I'm gonna need you to guide me to him. Can you do that?
The team up I didn't know I needed.
Exact same thing.
It's just casual jetpack use, and
Yeah.
it's fucking rad. Those things only come out when it's Baby Grogu by himself, but they see a Mandalorian, they're like, nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, they know. They know better.
I know that you're frightened, but I need you to guide me to him.
So if you see a helmet on the ground, don't go to it. It's a trap.
Mm-hmm. They're really, like, letting Grogu have a personality this
I
season
knew quite a few Jedi, you know.
in a way that is wonderful.
I don't know what they taught you about us, but there was a time we actually got along quite well.
Yeah, they did.
How good are you with the Force? You must be quite good at it if you got back to me all alone.
Let's go, Bo! She's got Agent Coulson's shield from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's pretty nice.
If they survived, I wonder what else might have too.
Perhaps a mythosaur? It doesn't look like blood. What is it draining? Or maybe it's just the tubes make it look weird.
Jesus.
This thing's fucking, like, very capable.
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Is she gonna be able to hold it though?
Well, she had it for a lot longer than Din did. Let's go!
Are you okay? Can you hear?
I've been better.
It's Bo-Katan. I'm gonna get you out of here, all right?
Cool!
Din, I can't hear you. Are you trying to say something?
Behind you.
This is fucking awesome.
This thing is horrifying.
Yeah, it is. She's the best.
Your kid. He's tougher than he looks.
I'm not going with you.
What are you talking about?
I must continue to the mines of Mandalore so that I may be redeemed.
She's like, this fucking shit again.
But I can't go with you until I fulfill my obligation
I will take you.
to the living waters.
Yes. You'd never find them on your own.
It's like, this is my house.
Is she gonna be the one to hold the phone to take the picture as proof?
The armor's like, who took this video? It's like really steady.
The mines have been here for thousands of years. The living waters are in the chambers below.
Have you been there?
Yes, when I was a child.
This is giving me such like Ilum vibes.
What are you looking at?
You got something to say?
Here you go. The living water.
This path was much easier.
Yeah.
I want you to get the full tour. These mines date back to the age of the first Mandalore. According to ancient folklore, the mines were once a mythosaur lair.
Oh boy.
That pram better be rolling, Grogu. If you don't press record, like,
Yeah.
this
We
footage
need
is
the
lost.
proof.
I swear on my name
This is rad.
and the names of the ancestors that I shall walk the way of the Mandalore in my heart.
I think Din missed a step. Holy shit. His helmet's pressurized, so he can probably breathe though, right?
Hopefully.
He just can't get out without his jetpack.
This is giving me like Subnautica vibes in the.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh, it's real! Let's go! Oh my god!
He tried to eat him. It's like end of episode. Yeah.
Fuck yes! That
That's
was
cool.
really good.
Yeah.
Bum bum.
Very cool. It's
Oh, holy shit!
definitely not what I expected this episode to be.
No.
After last week's episode, but that's fine.
No. They were like, you know what? Let's go fucking crazy right away.
Yeah.
Episode 1 is going to be a little bit of setup, a little bit of like, in case it's been a year and a half, in case you forgot who the characters are, here's most of the characters relevant to the show.
Yeah.
And then episode 2 was like, boom, mythosaurs are real. Don't worry about IGs. We don't give a shit about IGs. We got real mythosaurs. We got weird, like, creepy General Grievous knockoffs. We got fucking dragons that are actually, like, kind of cute in an alligatory kind of way. We got
in an
all
evil
the
way.
shit.
Yeah.
Bo-Katan wields the Darksaber to fight a spider robot with her weird little Captain America energy shield. Like, what the this
Yeah, that's fun.
that was fucking rad.
a lot.
Dave Filoni, thank you.
Yeah.
Dude.
That
Who
was-
directed this episode?
That was a lot better than last week. Last week I was like, okay, that was fun.
Yeah, you didn't love last week's episode.
Yeah, this was good. This was well done. I liked it.
That was awesome. Holy fucking shit. I don't know if I'm gonna find out quickly. Holy balls!
Yeah.
I loved that, but that mythosaur at the end, but also like I was surprised at how emotional I got when she flew through those clouds.
I don't know. I'm not surprised. It was hard. Like I can't imagine.
Yeah, I think I've also just not that I want to like get political, but just the reality is I've been like listening to the news and following the stories of Ukrainian families going home as people have started to kind of move back to Kiev and move back. And some of the like narrative around what it is like to see that country now, given what the last year has wrought upon that. And so I think that this felt very fresh to me in this moment. Because the reality of what the Ukrainian people are going through in that way.
Yeah.
The people who left a year ago and are trying to rebuild their lives there now. And there's a lot of conversation around that part of the world at the moment. Yeah. That felt very present to me watching Bo-Katan fly under the clouds and see her home world for the first time in who knows how long, right?
Yeah.
And
it didn't used to look like this.
Yeah, and so I got a little bit choked up in that moment.
Yeah.
And so this episode managing to balance the emotional narrative of that, like having these very emotional beats. Grogu and Din have some very emotional beats here. Bo-Katan has that mixed with the high highs of the cool Darksaber fight, the mythosaur moment, Bo-Katan's look on her face when she sees how much it means to Din walking into the water. Because we don't get to see his face, and because we don't get to see Pedro act out the moment of like, what is Din going through? We just see him walking into the water. Having Bo-Katan be there for it so that there's a human face that we can watch an emotional response to that moment play out on was really smart on the part of the writing.
Yeah.
Because Grogu can only emote so far.
Yeah.
And he's doing an amazing job. They're playing with him a lot, but this moment doesn't mean anything to Grogu.
No, not in the same way. Like, yeah.
So choosing to have Bo-Katan in the room and have her be the one watching him, and instead of just holding on him walking to the water, which is what I think is like the obvious choice if his mask isn't on.
Right.
Cutting to her and showing that moment of her being like, oh, this moment is special. Like, I've taken for granted how special what is happening here is because it is so normalized for me.
Yeah.
And that moment of realization played, like, Katie Sackhoff, every beat of this episode, I think she played them all wonderfully.
Yeah.
And that was awesome.
Yeah, she elevated it, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It was very well done.
It's why I'm so glad they kept her from the animated show, because she is that good. Like, she just is one of those actresses who just, in every project, I think really brings it. Going all the way back to Starbuck in Battlestar, like, I think that she, in a show of heavy hitters who were doing incredible work, I really do think that she stood out, and she steals so many scenes on that show. And ever since then, every project I've seen her in, even that like Riddick movie she did, where I think she's the best part of that Riddick movie, which is saying a lot, because I do like the Chronicles of Riddick, and I think Vin Diesel is good in those films. Yeah. But she elevates the stuff that she does, and she does it so well.
Yeah.
And yeah, this oh my god. And
yeah,
Grogu,
they're lucky to have her.
Grogu had in all the whole action sequence, and he rocked it. Like, this episode rocked.
Yeah, I know.
That was good shit.
I was like, oh, like Grogu's about to like save Din, and I was like, okay, how though? And I was like, oh yes, he still needs a little bit of help, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One day he'll gain full arm mobility, and it'll be fine. His ligaments will loosen up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, this episode brings so much what I love to Star Wars in. Like, there's the science fiction mixed with the fantasy, mixed with the, like, B-movie, like, weird creatures.
Aliens, but beautiful, like, I'd say beautiful, but, like, also horrific sweeping landscapes of, like, Mandalore. You know what I mean? Like, it is beautiful and, like...
It looked like a Ralph McCoy painting at times.
Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous.
There's been a narrative in the last week that since Andor was so good at being the kind of prestige drama kind of television that it is, that people are like, well, I don't know if I can go back to watching The Mandalorian because it's not like this kind of drama. And I think that this episode is evidence of why both things can exist in Star Wars and why I'm so grateful that both do. Yeah. Because this was so fun. And yeah, it is not the like, I'm not like, this is not the like most Emmy award-winning writing television episode of all time. Yeah. And I don't give a shit because that's not what I want from the show. I want the fun ride of dad and baby in space with their weird aunt, right? And like this show is giving me this like very different experience that is, I think, the reason why Star Wars perseveres beyond its original films is because the franchise is not afraid to have very different experiences. Yeah. Where other big franchises, like I think Lord of the Rings struggles a little bit from... We're doing a Lord of the Rings show that's trying to feel exactly like Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings film felt in terms of tone, in terms of what the story is. And I think that a franchise like Star Wars that is like, oh yeah, no, it's in the Star Wars universe, but we're gonna like tell a romantic comedy. We're gonna go do this other thing. Yeah, is what is keeping that persevering. And as we're hearing about like Warner Brothers making more Lord of the Rings movies. They want a Lord of the Rings universe. Yeah. I hope that they learn from what is being so successful here of like, yes, feel like Lord of the Rings, but do something else there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, these companies want to appeal to the largest amount of people at the same time. And I think that, like, while I understand that, I think that all of the Star Wars shows are for different people. Yeah. I think that they all serve a different purpose. You know, you've got... Bad Batch right now, you've got Mandalorian right now, and we just had Andor, like, and then we had Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, those all feel very different. They serve a different purpose, and they're intended to, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think that, like, episode 1 of this, after coming off the high of Andor, was, like, a little underwhelming. But then this episode 2 brings it back to, like, what this show is really about and what this show is trying to do, and I'm really grateful for it.
Well, and I'm not gonna lie, I think that episode 1... I enjoyed watching it. Yeah. I don't think it's great. Yeah. I think that it's a little bit... I think it just goes in too many directions, and it is even jarring. Further weird. It's weirder because this episode is like, don't worry about episode 1. Yeah. Like, that IG-11, that stuff comes back way later in the season. Right now, we're focusing on the last, like, 5 minutes of episode 1. Yeah. And so
they just wanted the Babu Grogu team up.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think that it's nice to check in with Navarro and like see how that city is coming along.
Yeah.
It just was weirdly like not about Din's journey.
No.
Unless the IG stuff comes into play later. And so it's one of those things that are like, I think episode 1 will make sense at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit of a weird episode. I almost feel like they could have started this season with this episode.
Probably, and nothing would change.
And like, the only thing that would change is that the thing that would stay the same is the complaints of like, hey, the Din Grogu reunion happened in another show. That's kind of weird. Because if you go from season 2 of Mandalorian to season 3...
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But I don't love.
Other than that, like, I think that this episode was so focused on what its story was. And showing the progression of Grogu and how much he's growing up, with Peli being like, hey, like, you know, like, this character's aging. Like, I think this was such a good episode of television. And that Mythosaur, man.
That was really cool.
Yeah. Between the gator turtle from episode 1 and the Mythosaur here, like, Mandalorian season 3 is going big on the creatures, on the big creatures, and also the Zillo Beast is back in Bad Batch. Like, the Star Wars is not afraid of its big creatures, and I love it.
Yeah.
We saw the Purgles in episode 1. Actually, I'll keep episode 1 just for the Purgles moment. That was pretty rad. But, like, the big creatures are back in Star Wars in a way that I'm having a lot of fun with.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah. I love this franchise.
Yeah.
Guys, Star Wars Celebration is in a month. Let's go!
That'll be fun.
If you're going to Star Wars Celebration, we're going to have a panel about Sam Magg's new book, Star Wars Battle Scars, the prequel, the sequel to Star Wars Fallen Order, but the prequel to Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Yup.
We're going to have a whole book club. We're going to be giving out pins. Should we show off the pins?
Ooh.
Guys, we're going to be giving out pins at Star Wars Celebration, so if you're coming, there will be ways to get these online too. This is the Happy Ahsoka one. Let's block our face. Come on. There we go. Happy Ahsoka. Look at that. We got a bunch of pins we're going to be giving out of my Ahsoka emotes and also probably Daddy One. But, yeah. I like this. That made me very happy.
Yeah, that brought it back for me. I was a little bit worried after last week. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to enjoy this as much. But this was great. This is great.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to Star Wars Celebration. And, yeah.
If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. The algorithm goddess this episode is obvious. It's Bo. It's Bo-Katan Kryze, the lady after my own heart. People were upset last week because I wrote House Katan's is this House Katan's Game of Thrones?
Oh, yeah.
Because of the way she sits on the throne.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, you know her last name's Kryze, right? And I'm like, I know that. But I felt like the majority of like the general audience would not know what House Kryze is.
No.
And so I was like, I went with House Katan, but people were upset. I'm sorry. I did not mean to confuse the general public. Her name is Bo-Katan Kryze. Her sister was Satine Kryze. And go watch Clone Wars to find out what happens there because it will break your heart. But goddamn, is it a good story. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can do that if you want. Don't have to, but I recommend it because we're both pretty attractive. That's at Nerdy Nightly for me.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
And as always, y'all, may the Force be with you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.